Hello, my darlings. This is Ann, back with my gastric bypass journey. I am 12 days post-op, and I'm feeling pretty decent today. I had a rough night last night, but not because of the gastric bypass, but because of my hip decided to remind me that it was, still hanging around. But today has been a pretty good day. Um, a little tiny bit of unnoticeable soreness in my stitches. Yesterday, I went to the doctor for my other follow-up appointment because we're still trying to get my sugar to come up. So this morning when I got up, my sugar was at 60, or glucose level rather, was at 60. So I ate a half a cup of yogurt to try to bring that up, and I moved around as usual. But I came on today for this reason. So far too often we look for the great big giant things and not always the little small things. So in the condition that my hips were on, I was literally not able to put my own socks on, or if I put them on, it took me almost an hour, or to put my shoes on, it took me almost an hour, because I could not get the mechanics in my hip to raise my foot or my legs, to be able to get my socks on or my shoes on. So a lot of times I would roll the sock up, put it on the floor, and just keep trying to put my foot until I got it in, or I would take a hanger, because it just hurt too bad for me to try to lift my leg to put the sock on. So today I was getting dressed, talking to my mom, not really paying no attention to anything, and I picked my leg up and put it on the bed, and then I stopped, and it was like, oh, I picked up my leg and put it on the bed, with no pain. I wasn't screaming in agony. That's a big moment for me, and that may seem tiny to somebody else or insignificant, but that little moment, and that there moment, because I still have my days when I question if I did the right thing. Like yesterday, my mom had to take me on some running around because I still can't drive yet, and getting in and out of her truck, I was like, I'm not gonna make it. But and then later on in the evening, I was sore. My stitches, for whatever reason, burned. My incisions burned. And so I just essentially ended up at the end of the evening just kind of sitting somewhere and trying. And then I tried to eat some peanut butter because they said that I should have peanut butter every so many hours just to try to keep my glucose levels. Just a teaspoon, not a whole bunch of peanut butter, to try to keep my glucose levels as level as possible. And I'm moving the camera like that's going to make a difference. But so my tummy was not happy. So between my hips yesterday hurting, my tummy was unhappy, my incisions burned, I went to bed, only to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning with my hips like screaming at me. But this morning was able to get up, and I was able to put my leg on the bed to put my sock on. I did it. I put my own sock on. And then anybody that knows me knows I'm an extremist. I'm either one way or the other. So then I was like, well, shoot, let's see exactly how much this puppy can do. So, and also today is my first day of trying to get some exercise in. So I've used let's see if I can get it. Yes, I'm sitting still on the floor. I used my little bands today, and I'm going downstairs. I bought me a new toy, which is an exercise bike. So I'm going down to partake in that, and just see what this body could do. But what I did was, another issue that I was having was being able to completely open my legs without pain. Okay, that can go a whole nother way, but it was an issue still the same. And today, I sat on a chair backwards. I'll be doggone. Best moment ever. And so today, for the first time since I had the gastric bypass, I didn't have any regrets. And today, for that split moment, I was able to say, it was worth it. It was worth it. Every second, it was worth it just for that moment to be able to put on my own doggone socks. So I just wanted to share that because it made me smile. And I'm getting ready to go downstairs and partake in my little bike, and then I've got some things I've got to do. But to encourage somebody, if you're thinking about it, if you've had a rough time, because some people, they have it and it's like all easy. I've had some, just in this little 12 days, I've had a few bumps in the road. But that little moment of being able to put my own doggone sock on without fighting, it was worth it. So I hope you have an amazing day. According to my scale, which that's something else that you want to be mindful of. The doctor's office scale and your home scale are going to possibly weigh differently. Don't get discouraged. It does not mean you gained weight on the way to the hospital or to the doctor. It doesn't. So I'm noticing that the physician's office scale and my scale, and this is 2 different physician offices, are 5 times different. So it's probably my scale that's off. But, you just kind of calculate in between. Either way, whichever one it was, my starting weight was 226. And as of today, my starting weight was 326. And as of today, I am at 291. Which again, may to somebody else not seem like a big deal. But to me, who struggled I would get the weight off and then it would hurry up and come back. If I drank a cup of water, that meant a big deal. So I hope I encourage somebody today to keep pushing, keep going. Your journey is your journey. It's not going to look like anybody else's. It's not going to mimic anybody else's. And you can look at all the other people out there that you want for encouragement, and they will be encouragement, including myself, hopefully. But know that your journey is your journey, and it's not going to be identical to anybody else's. So, yeah, I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to put my shoes on and go ride my bike and see what I can accomplish for the day. My intent or my goal is to ride it for the length of a full movie. So that should be about 2.5 hours. That I know for anybody who's in fitness, I'm pushing the envelope. But I just want to see what this body can do and how far I can push it without messing something up. And yes, I will stop if I sense pain. That's one thing about me. If I get in pain, okay, gigs up, I'm done. So have a wonderful day. Enjoy your weekend and be encouraged.